Gentlemen, let's talk about something most people don't: the power of mindful touch. Many men underestimate how touch, when done with patience, respect, and emotional presence, can transform connection. Touch isn't just physical, it's emotional communication. It tells your partner, you're safe, you're seen, you're desired. And when that message is clear, intimacy becomes deeper, more relaxed, and more fulfilling at any age. I'm Dr. Carolina, a urologist and relationship health educator. For more than a decade, I've worked with couples who struggle not with attraction, but with how to express it safely and meaningfully. Today, I want to show you how mindful touch, guided by science and empathy, can rebuild closeness, even when years or comfort have dulled excitement. Let's start with something simple. Most men were never taught how to touch with awareness. Society tells men to perform, to impress, to move quickly, but genuine intimacy begins with slowing down. When you rush, the body tenses. When you slow down, the body opens. Touch is processed not only through skin, but through the nervous system, the same pathways that regulate emotion and trust. That means the quality of your touch literally shapes how safe and loved your partner feels in your presence. In fact, studies in neurobiology show that slow, consistent, caring touch activates special nerve fibers called C-tactile afferents. These fibers don't register pressure, they register affection. They tell the brain, you're being cared for. That's the foundation of both relaxation and desire. The first principle of mindful intimacy is communication and consent. Before touch becomes meaningful, it must become safe. Ask your partner what feels good. Ask what doesn't. Sometimes that conversation feels awkward at first, but it's the most powerful signal of respect you can give. You can even make it playful. Use a simple green, yellow, red system. Green means go, yellow means slow down. Red means stop. It's not clinical, it's creative, and it builds trust faster than any grand gesture ever could. Remember, pleasure without safety never lasts. Safety without pressure creates space for genuine connection. The second principle is presence. Presence means putting away distractions, your phone, your thoughts, your performance anxiety, and giving your full attention to the moment. When you're present, you don't need to ask, am I doing this right? You'll know because your partner's breathing, body language, and expressions will guide you. You see, connection isn't about technique. It's about attunement, tuning into what's happening right now. When two nervous systems synchronize through calm touch and shared breathing, the body releases oxytocin, the hormone of bonding and trust. It lowers stress hormones like cortisol, reduces anxiety, and deepens emotional closeness. That's not romance novel theory, that's neuroscience. Third, slow down. Rushing sends a message of tension. Slowing down sends a message of care. Start with broad gestures, a hand on the back, a light stroke across the shoulder, a warm hold. You're not trying to stimulate, you're trying to soothe. When the body feels soothed, pleasure follows naturally. Imagine touch as a form of breathing. You inhale attention, exhale pressure. Every pause invites her body and yours to relax deeper into trust. Fourth, touch to support, not to control. Think of your hands as instruments of reassurance, not conquest. Gentle, stable contact helps the brain release more oxytocin than fast or firm pressure. It's why holding hands, hugging, or resting your palm on your partner's back can sometimes feel more intimate than anything else. When you touch with care, you create emotional safety, and that safety becomes the foundation for deeper desire later. Fifth, remember the entire body is a conversation. Intimacy isn't limited to one area, it's an orchestra of small connected moments. The face, the shoulders, the sides of the body, each carries nerve endings that communicate comfort and attention. When you explore slowly and respectfully, you're not just touching skin, you're listening through your fingertips. The next key is the dimmer switch principle. Good intimacy isn't an on-off button, it's a gradual rise in connection and awareness. Start soft. Let warmth and calm build naturally. Only increase intensity when your partner signals deeper breathing, relaxed posture, eye contact tell you she's comfortable and engaged. Every woman's sensitivity is unique, and it changes depending on stress, hormones, and even time of day. That's why there's no universal right way. There's only the right way for this moment. Here's another truth many overlook: words are part of touch. Your tone, your voice, your breath, they're all part of the sensory experience. When you whisper genuine admiration, when your voice stays calm and low, you send reassurance. You remind her that she's not being judged or rushed. This combination of emotional and physical awareness creates a feeling of connection that outlasts any single moment. Now, you might be wondering, what about pleasure itself? Isn't that the goal? Pleasure matters, yes, but pleasure grows where emotional connection already exists. When a woman feels seen, understood, and safe, her entire body becomes more responsive to touch. That's the secret most people miss. Physical sensitivity follows emotional trust. If you focus on what to do next, you'll miss what's happening now. But if you focus on presence, her breathing, her rhythm, her comfort, you'll know exactly how to move. Some couples also explore gentle sensory play, warmth, coolness, textures. These can heighten awareness, but they're never about performance. They're about curiosity and communication, and they should only ever happen with clear, enthusiastic agreement. The moment comfort fades, pause, ask, resent. True confidence isn't in never being corrected, it's in caring enough to listen. Finally, remember, what happens after intimacy matters as much as what happens during. Holding, breathing together, simple closeness, these are powerful signals that say you still matter after the moment ends. In fact, post-intimacy bonding increases both partners' satisfaction and emotional security. This is especially true for men and women in their 50s, 60s, and beyond. With age comes wisdom, the patience to slow down, the confidence to communicate, and the empathy to understand what truly creates desire. It's not youth that fuels passion, it's present. So here's my message to every man watching. Real connection doesn't come from perfect technique. It comes from being fully there. Slow down, listen with your hands, let your voice be calm. When she feels safe, she opens. When you feel connected, you both grow. Touch is not about taking, it's about giving safety, attention, and respect. When you approach intimacy that way, everything else, the passion, the chemistry, the pleasure, follows naturally. Gentlemen, start tonight with small changes. Ask more, rush less, be present. And you'll find that even after years together, there are still new ways to know, understand, and love the person beside you. You're never too old to rediscover closeness. You're never too late to build deeper connection. And when you master the art of mindful touch, you don't just please, you heal, you comfort, and you love better. I'm Dr. Carolina. Take care of your heart, your health, and your connection. And remember, the most powerful touch isn't physical. It's emotional presence, translated through your hands,